This is the 5 tech things you should know about, brought to you by Mozy.com. We get first look at the Photoshop iPad app. Really cool stuff. Let's take a look. Welcome to the 5 tech things you should know about. My name is Jeffrey Powers. For all you weekend warriors in tech that don't want too much information overload, let's stuff your faces right now. Here is the 5 tech things you should know about.
Welcome to Amazon Cloud Player. In this short video, I'll be guiding you through the basics of using Amazon Cloud Player for web, which allows you to play your music anywhere, store it for free, and download it to any device.
Amazon launched the Amazon Cloud Player, pretty cool little program. Of course, you go up to Amazon.com, you sign up for 5 gigabytes for free, you go and you buy a song, and you can actually get 20 gigabytes for free for a limited time only, of course. You get 1 year with 20 gigabytes, and then, of course, you gotta renew and pay the actual amount. It's an auto-renew feature, so by this time next year, you're either canceling the account or you're understanding that it's gonna renew automatically for you. Now, you get it by buying a song. And the cool thing about Amazon is if you buy songs from Amazon, it doesn't affect your storage. But if you buy a song, all of a sudden you got 20 gigabytes of free. You might have to wait a couple hours for it to actually take effect, but once it takes effect, you do have 20 gigabytes. 69 cents is the lowest price song over on Amazon, and that song, of course, will get you there. They also have free songs. I'm not exactly sure if you buy a free song that'll get you the 20 gigabytes of storage, but you can get whole albums for free. I got this really nice meditation album. Listen. Nice. Anyway, I'm relaxed now. So there's a lot more that you can get with Amazon Cloud Player. Plus, you can upload your files, you can upload pictures, you can upload your MP3s and videos. Of course, it's got to be under 5 gigabytes or 20 gigabytes, depending on if you get into the special deal or not. Been playing with it for a little bit. It does have an application on Android, no iPhone application, so I won't be able to really utilize it with my iPhone too much. But if I want to share files, kind of like with a same thing as a Dropbox situation, I could put files up there, go over somewhere else, and pull it from a different source, a different computer, a different phone, and that's pretty cool. I'm wondering if it's something I can utilize for my podcasts, maybe have a special area for special podcasts where you can download directly. I don't know, I'll have to play with it and see what it comes with. So far, so good. I like how it's working. And of course, I haven't paid too much for songs. I think I bought a couple songs that I didn't have on my MP3 collection. But of course, I can always add my regular collection. And I'm also wondering if I can actually hook up my iTunes to an extra drive, map the drive, and go from there. That would be kind of cool too. Anyway, things to think about. Send me what you think, what you don't think about the Amazon Cloud Player and cloud storage over at geekazine@gmail.com. Google's adding new features every single day, and they have the Google Labs feature, which is really cool. If you haven't been in there, they've got a lot of really interesting stuff. I was playing for a couple hours with Google Body, where you could take off the skin, take a look at the muscles, take a look at the bones, take a look at all the organs in a virtual reality session. It's pretty cool. But the one thing we're going to be talking about is Google Plus One, which is a new feature in search that they're planning. Basically, it's giving you the opportunity to say, you know, this search result was a little bit better than the search result above it. We're giving it a +1. So there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be trying this. But right now it's in labs. If you want to get to labs, all you have to do is go into the search, see where it says more, and then go down to the bottom and go to more, and you'll see Google Labs from there. And that'll take you into Google Labs where you can choose which labs you want to do. You choose the search features and you'll find the +1 from there. Of course, we'll link to it in the show notes. Just go to Geekazine and you can go from there. So basically what happens is you see a link and then you'll see a +1 next to it. And you'll say, yeah, I think this is a little bit better than the last one, so I'm going to hit +1. Once you do that, people will see the fact that you hit +1, kind of like a like feature in Facebook. Now, Google has already said, no, this isn't a social networking thing. This is just a way to get better search results, more accurate search results. I don't know if the accuracy is the key unless there's a karma system behind it. Worth 1000 is a Photoshop editing forum system that I've always liked to compete in every now and then. Basically, their voting system worked in a very interesting way with what they called karma. If you voted the wrong way, you started losing karma. And every time you lost more karma, your vote didn't really count as much. Therefore, the people that kept a positive karma voted properly, and therefore their votes counted more. Well, maybe Google should take a look at this and try and incorporate a similar algorithm to the +1 if they haven't already. So I don't sit there and go, yeah, my Geekazine was better than everybody else, +1, +1, +1, +1, +1. With that, we might see a better system and a better way of search results. If you don't like Skype and you don't like your iPhone, well, why don't you try Viber? Viber is an iPhone application where you can do calls to calls. You can pay for calls, of course. If they got the Viber application, you can call them for free over a Wi-Fi system. I don't think they go through 3G yet. So if you're not big on the Skype calling on your iPhone, why don't you try Viber calling on your iPhone? They just added SMS features, so now you can text message everything to everybody. One word of warning, the Viber application is a background run application, which means your battery is going to die a lot faster. But if you don't care about that, or you charge all the time, then Viber might be a good application for you to give it a try. So you can download it now, and it's free at the App Store. Alright, these are the top 5 things that I learned this week, so let's get started. Number 5, Burger Time is going 2011. We got a new version for consoles, and it'll come with the appending game Equali Time. Everybody, wash your hands before you play this game. Number 4, while I like the new Kiefer Sutherland The Confession show on Hulu, do they really have to show each episode 6 minutes at a time? And they don't really need that what happened last time because I'm watching them all in a row anyway. Number 3, Popular Science iPad application sells 10,000 copies in 3 weeks. No matter what you say, science is still the cool. Number 2, Mad Men will be back next year. Contract negotiations cause the next season to be about 6 months late. Does this mean that they'll be in the 70s now? Maybe some roller skates and some disco? Finally, number 1, despite the nasty rumors, Jackie Chan is still very much alive and available for the next Disney movie that underutilizes him. No word on the condition of Chris Tucker, though. And those are the 5 things that I learned this week. Well, it looks like Chevy is doing exactly what Ford did about 6 months ago with the Explorer. They're letting you know about their new Chevy Malibu, but you got to learn about it on Facebook, and you won't know about it until next month. That means you got a month to really hype about Chevy and get to like their page and understand what's going on there. But the real question is this something that is going to be hyped? Or is this just another car? Yeah, okay, another car, another product. As we move to social networking, which is a great thing, there's going to be a lot of times where we're going to see a lot of launches, and they say you can only see it on Facebook, so we're going to build up our numbers so we can launch off the Facebook. Some companies are going to really profit off of this idea. Some companies, yeah, not so much. Got to watch out to see what's happening. Are we interested in the Chevy Malibu enough to go on Facebook and like their page? Are we interested in the Chevy Malibu enough to wait a month to find out all the features? Because you know there's going to be a website out there that's going to be taking pictures and doing blogs because they're very close to the Chevy road track to actually see the Malibu. And if they get any glimpse, any idea, they've scooped Facebook. It's an interesting risk, and I will be interested to see what happens here, but maybe in a month it'll be the best thing on Facebook and it'll be very trending. Then again, it might be a total flop. Ford did it, Chevy should do it, Toyota should do it, everybody should do it. Give it a try, see how it works. Today is National Backup Day, and even though you're probably not watching this video on the day that I recorded it, you should still back up your files. Back them up off-site. Back them up, your pictures, your documents, your life, off-site onto a secure cloud service that backs up everything. That's Mozy.com. Use that code GEEK and that gets you 15% off. 15% off that already low price. Prices start at $5.99 a month, so it's about $55 a year with that code GEEK getting you 15% off. Can't go wrong over at Mozy.com. Back up now, back up off-site, back up often with Mozy.com. Finally, Adobe is doing their conference and they've shown off a really cool project. It's not out yet, so we're getting a first glance at it. It's Adobe Photoshop for the iPad. As you can see, they're really mixing and moving around with the application. They're taking two pictures of a girl, before and after, one with flames, one with the just the regular face. He's putting it on top. He's doing some erasing. He's lightening up areas. Ladies and gentlemen, if once Photoshop comes on the iPad, this is going to be a game changer for a lot of you editors out there, because now you don't need the laptop, you don't need the desktop to do the major Photoshop editing. You can Photoshop right there on your iPad. With a dual-core processor iPad, you've got the power of a laptop, low-end laptop, but nonetheless a laptop, to do a lot of stuff like this. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Photoshop has always been a memory hog on a computer. So Photoshop for iPad has got to be less of a memory hog, hopefully, and definitely less of a power hog. Otherwise, your battery on your iPad is going to drop majorly, and of course, we all don't want that, because that's not what the iPad's about, long-lasting batteries. We don't want an application that's going to be very functional and take away most of our battery. Of course, the iPad application has not come out yet, but I'm expecting a very hefty price to the Photoshop application for you to do the mobile Photoshopping that you need to do. Well, we'll see what happens on a jailbreak aspect too, but you shouldn't buy pirated software. And then, of course, there's the 5 tech things you should know about. My name is Jeffrey Powers. You can go over to geekazine.com to check out all the shows, including the Midwest Gaming Classic, which I was at last week. Had a lot of fun. Had a few interviews with Ben Heckendorn and Jerry Ellsworth. Great time, and learned a lot and enjoyed a lot of gaming while I was there. For the 5 tech things you should know about, my name is Jeffrey Powers. Go over to geekazine.com for more information. Got any questions? Email me at geekazine@gmail.com. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next week on the 5 tech things you should know about. Take care.